Peace and blessings, Your Royal Highness. Welcome back to Royal Giant's YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so grateful to have you. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome on back.
Hey.
So today we're going to do some cool stuff, pretty much just have a vlog, talk about equipment. We get a lot of comments about equipment and tools that we use with the dog and questions about our dog training techniques, just to kind of clarify and clear up some of those questions that you guys have.
Yes, sir.
We hope you enjoy the video. Stay tuned. All right, cool. So let's put this over here. Stay.
Don't do that.
All right, y'all, I want to talk about some equipment.
That ain't no problem. Well,
As I mentioned, we always get comments about equipment.
What do you mean by that?
There's just a whole thing on social media with lots of dog trainers. We are balanced dog trainers. Been training dogs for about 9 years now, and balanced training is the way to go. Positive training is really dope, but you are going to have times where you're dealing with certain kind of dogs that you have to have a balance of positive and negative association depending on what the goal and what the behavior is that you're trying to accomplish. And also the temperament of the dog.
Write that down, write that down!
Really, really makes a huge difference. So I have a tool here. This is probably like the most controversial tool on the internet itself. This is called a prong collar. And it's also known as a pinch collar.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
You know, people are like, oh my God, it's abusive and it's so mean. And I mean, this is a great tool to use with the dog if it's done properly and safely, humanely. And a lot of people do not use this tool properly when working with the dog. So it's very imperative for you to have a true understanding of what to do with it and how to use it and when to use it. This equipment doesn't solve the problem to the issue. A lot of people get this because dogs are pulling or jumping or just kind of all over the place. It doesn't fix the problem. It is a repetition and conditioning of training through circumstances and situations that this piece of equipment assists to teach the dog.
No, he's got a point.
I love this collar. You know, there's nothing like it. There are other tools that are similar, but this is really great depending on what kind of dog you are working with. So this prong collar. We have Bronze here and Jewel, and they both have prong collars on.
Halfway. Take a few steps back.
Bronze has a different collar here. I'm gonna take it off real quick. This is a Kurgan collar.
Who?
Still a prong, but it's just a different model, different design. So what a prong collar does is it has little teeth, and these are not sharp. You know, they're not like going into the skin and causing blood and bleeding, all that jazz.
I know that's right.
It does cause a pressure that is on the dog's neck, and that is administered whenever you manipulate it correctly at the right time. And that's what's really important, is making sure it's at the right time, right place. And it's also attached to some type of verbal command or cue, so that way you can start to move away and condition the dog to just respond to your verbal cue. It just makes an association like, hey, this is going to happen, you're going to feel this pressure. Is it supposed to hurt the dog and cause stress and damage to the dog? No. It's just supposed to be an assistive, corrective tool to correct an undesirable behavior. So that's just really important for you to know, that when you're working with the dog, you're not trying to hurt your dog with this tool at all. So this whole abuse thing is attached to it is not necessary, but it has to be used properly. So if you don't know how to use it, please seek professional guidance.
That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
These are two different prong collars, but they both do the same thing. Some are preferred. I kind of prefer this one, but this one, the Kurgan, is dope because it conceals the teeth. So if you do have kind of like a hesitance about using it and being judged, this is a really good option. And if you're trying to look for either of these collars, we're gonna put a link for you in the bio. So go ahead and click that link and get your prong on. This is a more gentle collar that does the same thing. This is a training collar, or a choke chain.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
This does the same thing that the prong does, however, it doesn't have teeth. My wrist, my arm is acting as the dog's neck, and this is obviously way entirely too big for my wrist, but the pressure is applied as such, and there's no teeth that are involved with this particular collar, but it's still effectively administering leash pressure to the dog. Great tool, not good for every dog. Once a dog has used a prong, sometimes you can graduate and go to this so that it's not so scary looking or offensive to people, if you will.
It is what it is.
Another tool social media loves to talk about is the e-collar.
Why are you running?
So this is just kind of like a generic e-collar. We're also gonna have a link in the bio for you.
Hallelujah!
Yes, God.
Praise the Lord God.
These provide and administer a beep, a vibration, and a simulation. All of them should be used properly, safely, within the right situation and circumstance for the dog to understand and respond eventually to a verbal cue or a nonverbal cue from the handler. This is not something that people should just rely on to just use it and that sorts a behavior out, or this fixes a dog. It's not a fix, it's a piece of equipment to use to condition the dog to respond in the way that's desired. This is a great tool to start working with off-leash behaviors. Also in like protection training, we do use this. We have dogs that are actually biting somebody. So, you know, sometimes dogs are so committed and we have to work on breaking that commitment for an out.
Oh, say less.
I want to talk about this thing here. This is a harness. Got lots of different types of harnesses. Now, the harness is a great piece of equipment. I'm gonna tell you what it's not great for.
Wait a damn minute.
It is not great for teaching your dog doodly jack squat.
Damn.
And a lot of people, you know, you'll see dogs in public, people with the harness on, and think that it's doing something, but it really doesn't do anything. You know, people may resort to this piece of equipment because they're like, oh, my dog pulls. My dog's a real big dog, very strong. But at the end of the day, this is just you manipulating the dog's body yourself as the handler. It's not actually teaching the dog anything. What you need are the pieces of equipment we just looked at and discussed. That is going to actually teach the dog to correct itself and respond to you in particular situations and circumstances. This literally just holds the body. But we do love this piece of equipment for protection training, for bite work, building up a drive in the bite work, and having the dog's body controlled, but not providing any type of correction or leash pressure. The dog is just entirely, you know, able to move freely and is restrained just by a leash attached to this. So it doesn't feel any pressure. Aside from that, you have nothing to do with harnesses.
Okay, let's run.
This is a really short leash, but love leather leashes. Leather leashes are our absolute favorite. Please throw your retractable leashes in the trash immediately. Call somebody and throw it away.
He was special.
Give it to somebody who has a dog like this big. Because if you have a large breed dog, if you have a Giant Schnauzer, I'm embarrassed for you. That's doing nothing for you.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Having a leash that is leather is great. It gives you great handling. It feels really good as you are working with the dog, walking the dog. If you have any pull, you're not struggling or like having to tie it around your arm and stuff like that. Great leash. This is kind of short, but when you have a dog that's well trained, you can have a shorter leash. So 6-foot leash. But that is it in the equipment box. So we're gonna do some stuff with the dogs.
Let's roll, friends!
Jewel is a dog that is retiring from our breeding program. We're just kind of cleaning her up. So you'll see us do some obedience training and working with her, possibly using some e-collar training. She's pretty well trained for the standard dog for an average person, but for our standards, we do have a little bit more work to do with her. So stay tuned. Jewel, come. Good girl. I'm just working on heel with Jewel, getting her to just respond to some positive reinforcement. I have some ground beef. I'm just gonna food lure her. And this is just totally nonverbal. I just want her to be like excited and present. There's nothing like the motivation of food for a dog.
That's a great idea. I'm with that.
It's also hot. She's not really used to being outside in the heat. She's pretty bougie.
No, for real, don't play like that.
She's actually 6 years old. She's done training, but she's been in our breeding program and we're just cleaning up some of that obedience. It's there, but as you can see, we'll start working. You know, we'll see stuff like that she just breaks. So those are things that have to be cleaned up, but that's okay. That's what we're working right now.
Big trust. Whoop, whoop.
So whenever we retire a dog, we do actually do a full training program with them, regardless of whatever training they've done, and we send them home fully trained. So like here, I'm coming in and reinforcing the positive with a correction of using the prong collar that we talked about earlier. And that just increases the stability of her down. It's something to be mindful of now to just correct it and keep it stable as we're going through the exercise. It's also really hot. This is ground beef. There's some vegetables in it as well, an egg, a mix that we do at the kennel and put in with our daily meals. So just using this as her motivation.
Help me, nigga. Help me.
So this is Bronze. We're gonna do the same thing that we did with Jewel. And for both dogs, we're working on impulse control, just cleaning up some basic obedience. Right now, Jewel is working on a long stay, stability with the stay, reliability. There's another dog that's over there walking. It's really like important that just in a public setting that the dog is reliable and dependable with the behavior that they display. And even just working with two dogs in itself, sometimes it's so difficult for dogs to maintain that control and keep that attention and focus and just demonstrate the behavior you're looking for. So,
Oh God, no cap.
just all of this in itself is a training exercise for both dogs, even though we've switched dogs with the handler. So she's doing really good over there. She's chilling. Yo. Speak. Yeah, okay. There we go.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
Let's go back up here. Come on. Let's run with it. Come on. Let's go. Let's get it.
Another one.
Good. Spin. Thank you. Good.
What the hell is going on?
Now I'm not going to give you any.
You can't keep getting away with this.
Now, why are we not doing it the other way? Spin this way. Thank you. Come on. Spin. Spin. Look at that roll over.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
All right, y'all. So we switched up. We're going to move from food as the motivating reward to a toy.
He talking.
Both of these dogs do have ball drive.
Pause.
And sometimes what happens when you're working with dogs, you just have to switch it up. I mean, it gets kind of boring and repetitive. So we're going to check out some ball drive and see what the dogs give us. We're practicing impulse control. We have somebody passing by with a stroller. And we also have the ball. And a lot of times when dogs really want the ball, what Jewel is doing, she's kind of pushing her limits.
Whoa. Now, you got too much dip on your chip.
Dogs really want to go for the ball, but impulse control is practiced when they ignore the natural instinct and desire to chase and go after it and just remain still. So I'm going to throw this ball over there and I want them both to stay. Leave it. And clearly Jewel doesn't have it.
Nigga, did you know that I can see you?
But that's why we're doing this cleanup.
I'm not fucking leaving.
And that was cool because, you know, dog training is not, you know, perfect. And I'm actually like really glad that we did this vlog because, you know, things look perfect, but it's always like, you got to keep doing it. You got to keep going, keep going.
I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
This rep is going to look different. What I'm going to do is I have my foot on this leash and it's going to apply leash pressure to Jewel when I release this so that she can't go even if she does.
I'm leaving here with something.
Leave it. So it just self-corrected her from going. She can't go anywhere. So we're going to try it again, see if we still have that same reaction. The goal is for a dog to have full impulse control is to not act on that desire like, oh, let me go get it. Oh, I got to go get it.
I love the game. I love the hustle, man.
When I throw this ball, so I'm going to correct her to change her mindset. Leave it. Much better. So I'm going to do the same thing again. We did that like 3 times where she wanted to go get it, wanted to go to get it, want to go get it. So now we're gonna do 3 times where I correct her before, because once again, we're assuming that she's gonna display that same behavior. Leave it. So this time we didn't have that. Different reaction. That's success, number 1.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
You wanna get success like 3 times, and then go ahead and take it as a win and move on. Now, sometimes success doesn't happen in a series of 3, and that's okay. But we have 1 win, so we're gonna hold on to that. So same thing, I'm gonna try and just step on it this time. Go back to the first time we did it, where she just went, leave it. Oh, success number 2.
I'm him! I'm him!
And bronze is a little bit premature because I was excited. Gato. Good. All right, we'll try one more time. I won't get as excited. Here's another tip, really important. When you're working with your dog, don't get too excited when it's not necessary. Just try to keep it like calm and collected. Now, at the point when you can be excited and reward and praise them, then you can be excited, but that was my fault. So we're gonna do it one more time. Leave it, leave it. Yes, okay. So that was good. So we did get 3 successful reps.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just like when you work out. You do a certain number of reps for the exercise. So we wanted to have 3 successful reps in a row, and we definitely got that. So very well done. Good girl. Good girl, yes! Oh yes, oh yes!
I'm adorable.
So Jules on her way. Stay tuned, we'll do another vlog soon with Jules' progress so y'all can see where she's at.
Anything's possible!
We hope you enjoyed the video. If you have not yet subscribed to us, hello, click that button on the screen to make sure you don't miss any exclusive drops. Make sure you stay tuned, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Royal Giant